Hello there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot, and we're having a look at your June 2024 money and career energies. If you're new to my channel, a very warm hello to you. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, your comments, your wonderful energy, all of your interaction really does help my channel grow and the videos get seen. So I thank you for all of that. And while we're at it, just a reminder, if you enjoyed today's reading, take a moment to give me that thumbs up there. Also, don't be afraid to say hello and let me know where you're watching from. So let's have a look and see where we go with this for you guys. We've got Healer of the Ages. If you've been having money troubles, career troubles, you've lacked a sense of direction, there is this beautiful healing energy coming in to restore balance and harmony into your life. All right. But this is also a reminder that you have the power to heal and to fix your current situation as well. All right. And just because we have the power to heal something doesn't mean we have to stick with something that's not working. Because part of healing can be letting go and can be starting something new or taking an alternate approach at something. So keep that in mind when we've got this energy, okay? Because this is card 51, all right? Fives represent obstacles, challenges, but also exciting opportunity for change. Ones are about taking initiative, taking action, and also perhaps taking a new approach or starting something new. You put the 5 and the 1 together, we get a 6, which restores peace, balance, harmony in your world and does bring about some healing energy. Some of you here as well are also maybe considering a different career path, something to switch you up a little bit here. And you could have some natural healing abilities within you. And this could be where you're maybe getting in alignment with your life's calling, with your soul's purpose. You could be considering a career in, I don't know, physical healing, physical health, right, for people. Maybe a personal trainer, help people get in shape. A chiropractor, a massage therapist, help people get their body back into alignment, right? Maybe a doctor, a nurse, that kind of thing, right? You could be interested in matters of the mind, a counselor of some kind, right? Or a psychologist of some kind, right? This can also be part of your path here as well, right? So whatever that happens to be, something with that healing element, right? Now, some of you could potentially have some spiritual healing going through you as well. And so you might be able to turn a spiritual gift into a little bit of a money making machine. And, while you help other people, it in turn helps you. Don't shy away from charging for your services. Okay. Don't give things away for free. We might want to throw in a little bit freebie every once in a while if we're guided to do so. But remember, it's your time, your energy, your knowledge, your expertise. It is okay to charge your value and your worth. Just because it's a spiritual gift doesn't mean you need to give away the farm. That's not what the intent is for. So when we're helping other people, it's okay to make money as well, provided we're not exploiting them, right? Or we're not doing things underhanded. Stay pure, stay truthful, stay honest. You're good to go. We have financial constraints. Unfortunately, this is in the reverse. Yay, this is release the pressure valve. All right, this is an energy of increase for you, okay, where things have been tight, things have been difficult, things have been challenging. This shows some very positive change and some abundance headed your way. Is it still a slightly difficult card? A little bit, right, depending on your situation and how far along you are, but it does show that there is changes ahead. Is card 13, right? 13 relates back to the death card, which is about change and transformation, evolution. It is also about endings and new beginnings. So you're sensing a theme here. If something's not working for you, if something's not giving back your return on your investment of your time, your money, right? And if you're not getting any rewards for that, time to make a change. All right. So there are doors opening. We are heading into summer. We've got the summer solstice coming up if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, right, we're heading into winter season. So this might be a time where you maybe have some indoor activities or maybe some outdoor activities that you can make some money on here. But either one, this can kind of throw you into a little bit of energy of either growth, initiating things, or alternately, we take a step back and we do a little bit more contemplation. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? We do a little bit of soul searching and we prepare for some different energies, right? Some better energies for you. So this is a really positive sign coming in here for you guys, okay? You might still need to pay attention. You might still need to do some work. You might still need to make some changes, but this is where you get rewarded for your efforts. We have adjacent possibilities here also, okay? Look at the don't necessarily look straight in front of you, because quite often the answers, the solutions, and the best opportunities are in our side view somewhere, right? And we see we've got a lot of open doors here, but they're not all in front, right? We've got this. So we do need to keep an open mind sometimes. We need to look at the potential and the possibilities of things, right? We need to look at that big picture and perhaps, understand the difference between our short-term goals and our long-term goals, right? So you can do something in the short term while you work on something longer term, right? But whatever your situation is, the answer, the opportunities, the money may not necessarily be right in front of your face. So you might need to take that step back and have a look at the possibilities that are around you. But I love the adjacent possibilities card, right? Because it does encourage you to look at things a little bit differently, right? So, because let's face it, you have the ability to turn your vision, your dreams into reality. The month of May has been that time where, you can really set the ball in motion or really make some decisions on, what your vision of your future is like, right? And now here you are, you're starting to gain some traction. We have the Ace of Wands. Love that. Okay, Ace of Wands right off the bat. Beautiful energy. We've got the High Priestess there for you as well. And we've got the Empress. Look at this. New beginnings, creative endeavors, new sources of inspiration, things springing to life, springing to action. With the High Priestess, maybe you're making some decisions, you're turning inward, right? You're connecting with your energy, with your higher self, right? And you're going with the flow in this energy. The High Priestess does tend to be a little bit secretive, a little bit quiet. So maybe there's something here that you aren't necessarily sharing with the world. And because sometimes we need to do things kind of on the down low, right? We don't always want to tell people everything that we're doing. Number one, might not want someone else to steal our ideas or steal our opportunity out from under us, right? But we could also just be erring on the side of caution, right? Because sometimes we just don't want people to talk us out of something. But with this energy here with the High Priestess, right, it's going inward, it's making some decisions, using your wisdom, your instincts, but you're also connected with the moon cycle, so you're in a very receptive mode, but you're also got a vision of something, right? So if you want to create something, this is the time when you might be figuring out what that looks like to you, and you might start get the ball rolling on that. This is also trusting your signs that you're seeing. Because with that High Priestess activated, the Healer of the Age is bringing in some wonderful energy there. And you could be seeing a whole bunch of repeating numbers, some other signs, and they're guiding you. They're guiding you somewhere. And with the Adjacent Possibilities card there, they could be guiding you down a garden path that you're not familiar with or that you never thought of. And it may feel weird. It may invoke a sense of wonder within you, and you're like, where am I being led? Where am I going? But it feels right at the same time. So our intuition will quite often guide us somewhere that is a little bit unfamiliar, but ultimately quite rewarding. So pay attention to that. But we do see growth here, don't we? We see the Ace, new beginnings, fresh start, new perspective, new sources of inspiration, your third eye, very, very activated. You got a vision. New beginnings manifesting in your life, good news, new opportunities, all is beautiful stuff. The Ace of Wands is a wonderful, wonderful energy of things manifesting in your world. But this is a card number 1, the High Priestess card number 2, and the Empress card number 3. Boom, boom, boom. Growth, progress, moving forward in a very, very positive direction, right? The Empress does bring in some Venus energy here. It's a card of fertility, of growth, of pregnancy. This is where we can actually harvest something that we've already planted the seeds for. So this is where, it can be a time of abundance for you. This is a time of a lot of possibilities, a lot of open doors, right? The Empress card does represent abundance, but also represents the creative energy that comes in, and the creation is the forefront, the backbone of manifestation. Right? We're creating the life that we want. We're creating opportunities. Some of you might be creating opportunities for yourself. Some of you here, Ace of Wands, High Priestess, you've got a spiritual practice, and this has an opportunity to grow and give you some fulfillment and joy and happiness while you do what you love and do what your soul is calling you to do. This can be anything that gives you happiness and joy and pleasure here. So maybe for some of you here, you might be stuck in a job and you're like, okay, well, this was good for the short term. It gave me a paycheck, whatever, but I'm just not happy. So with the Empress card here, it's Venus energy, right? Venus wants you to be happy. Venus wants you to take pleasure in life. And Venus wants you to have, enjoy the pleasantries of life here as well. So this can indicate that you are ready to take the next level up with something with that Ace of Wands, or you are ready to start something brand new. But this is things springing to life for you guys, loving this energy. We've got the Five of Wands, the Emperor, and the Hanged Man. So interesting that the Emperor has come out, right? Because we've got High Priestess, the Empress, card 2, 3, and then we've got card number 4 with the Emperor. So you are moving and shaking this month. You're also doing some planning, and you're planning your strategy and taking your time to do that will pay off for you. All right. We do have the Five of Wands. Now, yes, the Five of Wands can potentially bring in some drama or some conflict around you, right? This can be in the world around you. This might be why you're not telling anyone what you're doing. You don't need the drama. You don't need the negativity from anyone else, right? You also don't want the competition, right? So maybe you just don't want to tell anyone, because the Five of Wands, yes, drama and conflict, but it can also be that competitive activity. So, sometimes, let's say, for example, you're at work one day, or maybe you're just scrolling on your phone at lunchtime and you're looking at the want ads or something, and you find the perfect job and you're like, oh my goodness, this is right up my alley, right? Are you really going to tell a coworker about it? Likely not. Number one, probably not so good for your current work environment, right? You don't really want to tell people that you're looking for another job, but also you don't want them to get any bright ideas to go for that either. So this could be a little bit of, I'm just going to keep my ducks in a row, keep things to myself, because I just don't need the drama, the heartache, or the competition out there. But speaking of competition, though, with the Ace of Wands, right, you're looking for something new, or you're looking to better your situation, right? And with that Five of Wands, you could really be throwing yourself out there. This card quite often does show up for me when I'm doing readings for looking for that new job, or if people are doing like online dating. Why? Because there's a whole bunch of people trying to climb the corporate ladder, or trying to climb the ladder to success, and that flame up on the top of the card, they are all looking for the same thing, right? And this is like, no, that flame is mine, right? So we do sometimes need to put ourselves out there and compete for what we want, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So follow those flames of desire, and you just never know where you might get to. The Five of Wands in this deck, though, can also show that you do have a potential to improve your current situation, your money, your workplace, right? Maybe people working together. So instead of fighting with the Five of Wands, this particular deck has people taking their wands, taking their battle wands, right? And helping each other out and making a ladder there instead. So you have the potential here to turn things around, to turn a negative into a positive, right? I mean, look, we do have the 5, right? And then we also have the 1, and it's landing right underneath number 51, which is the healer of the ages. Very interesting energies, very interesting synchronicities coming up for you guys, right? So don't ignore that. There's something there. 5115, a mirrored energy there with the numerology. So really take this into account. Go look up the deeper meaning of the repeating 5s and 1s, but especially the configuration of 5115. Big change, right? Big changes, transformation, and hopefully even something new or something better than what you've got right now. We do have the Emperor card right in the heart of your readings. This is about you being large and in charge. You are putting a plan together. You're strategizing something, and especially right with that high priestess energy, right? Your strategy, you are keeping something to yourself, right? So this is where something can really pay off for you, okay? Because you've got the drive and determination to get something done. You can make something happen in your real world. Take it out of your imagination and into reality with that Emperor card, right? The Emperor can also indicate that you have a potential here to level up your situation. The Emperor is number one, can be an entrepreneur or your own boss. You can be your own boss. This also can show that you have the potential here to level up into like big boss mode, right? So like a supervisor, manager, that kind of thing, right? Be in charge of a project or be in charge even of other people. And your ability here, your superpower, your secret power, right, is the Emperor to lead and guide and take charge, take control of other people, 5 of Wands. So instead of people fighting or battling against each other, you might have the very innate ability to get people working together, right? And learning off of each other and lifting each other up rather than beating each other down. And Pisces, you are very unique. You have a very unique personality as far as leadership goes. Aquarians are actually very good leaders because they see the future. They see the big picture. They have a different way of looking at things. They care about people, that kind of thing. But so do you. And I think sometimes you might get a little bit of a bad rap. Oh, Pisces, they're too emotional or, this, that. But, you do have that ability to be a leader for other people, right? Because you do care about other people, but you're also incredibly creative, right? And you've got really strong instincts. So this is things that you can use to your advantage. So don't sell yourself short if you're looking to make some more money, looking to boss up, that kind of thing, right? Because you have the capabilities to do that. And this is really showing you that, yes, you are very capable. But the Emperor can also be an advice card. It can be somebody around you that actually has some advice. So maybe you do go to somebody to seek out some wisdom. The Emperor is very wise, typically very successful. Your boss could potentially throw you a new project, something 5 of Wands that you need to sort out. And you could, with the Empress card there, get some recognition for that, right? You could reap some rewards for, being put in charge and dealing with and handling with and sorting out a very difficult situation. So this can be your energy there as well. But with the Hanged Man here, there is something that we're letting go, right? We're looking at things from different angles and perspectives. We're looking at the big picture. We're looking at the possibilities. We're also letting go of preconceived notions and ideas. We're getting in the flow with the Hanged Man. And funny because we are right underneath the adjacent possibilities card, right? So this really does show that when we open our mind, when we look at that big picture, we're willing to see things from different perspectives and listen to other people, be empathetic with other people, that kind of thing, or just see a little bit of something different within ourselves. This is where the light shines, right? This is where we get those epiphany moments. This is where we get enlightenment, and this is what you're encouraged to do. Now, the Hanged Man also is encouraging you to take a step back. Okay. Not everything is done in a day. Sometimes we do need to take a pause for the cause. And the Hanged Man shows that there could be a little bit of a waiting game that you've got in the month ahead. So if you're like kind of going for interviews, going for that new job, that kind of thing, you could be waiting for an answer. And maybe it's a company that does take their time, or they might call you back in for more than one interview, right? Especially if it's something that really pays well, right? They don't often make the decision based on just one meeting, right? It's not the way it goes. So a little bit of patience may be a virtue for you guys here as well. But the funny thing is that, the Empress card is number 3, the Hanged Man is card 12, but that breaks down into a 3. So we've got more 3s coming out here for you guys. Very interesting, your numerology, the way things are kind of coming out here for you, right? Because essentially we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we've got 4, 5, and this is another number 3. Very interesting. All right. So pay attention to that. There's a progression. There's a sequence, a series of events that is unfolding for you. And what that exactly is going to be for each and every one of you is something a little bit different, especially with the High Priestess there. But so far, it's like super positive for you guys, right? So allow things to progress. And part of it is because that High Priestess energy, going with the flow, right? trusting in the situations or the circumstances, right? Trusting in yourself, right? That kind of thing. It's like my intuition's got me. I know what choices I need to make, and I'm trusting myself to make the right choices here as well. So some really neat numbers that are coming out there for you guys. We've got the Strength card there for you as well. The Nine of Swords. We don't like that one. And the Ace of Cups. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Some of you might actually have more than one opportunity coming in there for you guys. But this is be nice to yourself, Pisces, okay? Because the Nine of Swords is quite often where we beat ourselves up, okay? This is where we take a turn down into negative Nelly town, all right? But it is a very minor situation, something that you can overcome and get over. And this is part of what the Hangman is showing you, is that, you know, the fear and the worry and the anxiety, right? We need to get out of our head and into our heart, Ace of Cups. And we need to look at things in the light of the day. All right. Those, you know, if you've ever laid in bed in the middle of the night and your house creaks or there's an odd thump or something somewhere, and all of a sudden your mind races and you think it's something like, oh my God, there's someone breaking in or something, right? And when in reality it's just the house settling, or it's your dog or your cat doing something stupid. And, you know, but if you were to hear those same noises in the light of the day, you probably wouldn't give them a second thought. And that's what happens with the Nine of Swords, is that our worries, our anxieties, they're amplified in the middle of the night. So this is where we kind of toss and turn a little bit. And I mean, if you are in a situation where you're waiting for an answer with that Hanged Man, yes, you're encouraged to be patient, but this can be where you're tossing and turning. You're like, oh my goodness, am I going to get the job? Am I not going to get the job? You know, that kind of thing, right? Or I'm in charge of this project. I'm a little bit worried about it, right? And, you know, so with that Nine of Swords, it's important to stay positive, okay? And it's important to look at our situation and think about things in the light of the day. But pay attention to your dreams too, because the Nine of Swords is a nighttime card, and sometimes there's something that you might be coming up in our dreams that is a message for us. So, and especially with the High Priestess there as well. So keep a dream journal. It doesn't even need to be anything fancy, just a pen and paper beside your bed. And when you wake up in the morning, don't even open your eyes, don't even move. Just capture the essence of whatever you were dreaming about, if you can. And then once you capture it in your conscious mind, open your eyes, write it down, and then forget about it for at least the rest of the day. All right. And there's probably going to be something there for you. It might be unfolding for you over the course of a few days. But the Strength card here does show an energy of discernment, and it also reminds you of your inner strength, your courage, your capabilities, your ability to make change, to face your fears, to start something new, venture into paths unknown, right? This is your inner strength that can do that. It's also Leo energy here. Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun brings you clarity, brings you strength, brings you energy, and also can bring you towards success, happiness, and abundance in your life as well. But the Strength card does remind you of discernment. We need to know and we need to discern when to let our light shine, when to be bold and courageous and brave, and when also we need to take a quiet step back and be a little bit more calm in our energy, right? Just like that, the difference between the High Priestess and the Emperor. The Emperor would be like, I'm a go-getter. I'm going to get this done. I'm proud. I'm successful, you know, all this stuff. Whereas the High Priestess is like, I'm just going to ride the wave. I'm also wise. I'm also, you know, successful. I'm highly intuitive, but I'm just going to take a step back and do my thing behind the scenes, right? So we got to know the difference between the two sometimes, especially when you're dealing with people or an environment or situations at hand. We need to know when to take that action and when to take that step back. All right. But the Strength card is also card number 8. It's bringing you abundance and wonderful things in your horizon. It can bring you money, right? It can help you make more money, or to make the changes that you make to spend your money better, right? Sometimes that's part of the release of financial constraints, is getting our money situation under control, how to make our money go further, even though it might actually stay the same. But we do have an energy of success right in the middle of your reading with that Emperor card, right? And this is really the embodiment of you. I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm taking charge. I am not going to let life pass me by if I'm not making enough money, or if my money isn't working for me, right? I'm going to do something about it. And the Emperor energy is never afraid to change the strategy, to change the approach, because a wise person knows that, yes, we do need a strategy sometimes, but we also need to be flexible, because other things can change, right? And the circumstances, the situation that existed when we put the initial strategy in place may not necessarily be the same now. So don't be afraid to take an alternate approach, because you just never know what you might find. But we do have the Ace of Cups. And so, we start your reading with an ace and we end your reading with an ace. Okay. So, ace is high. Okay. You might get a little bit of luck. You might have more than one opportunity opening up for you. You could also have some really good peaceful resolutions. You're getting what you want. The Ace of Cups is like, I'm calm and at peace. I'm following my heart, following my passion, my goals, my dreams. I'm feeling really good. Got a new job. It makes me feel happy, or I've got a really good sense of self and that I'm on the right track and moving in the right direction. And it's awesome. You could be getting some gifts here as well, because the aces do tend to be gifts, right? But I do feel that maybe there's a couple of different opportunities or approaches that you could take. And all you need to do is decide which one is working for you. Back of the deck, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Your patience pays off. You'll be rewarded for all of your attention to detail, your patience, your due diligence. The Knights are always on a quest, and the Knight of Pentacles is the most painfully slow knight in the entire deck, but it pays off. There's a reason for that, right? Pentacles, it's slow growing energy, right? But it is something that you find the resources that you need, you can find the answers that you need, and you could even have some incoming money offers, opportunities, right? But seek and ye shall find, because you might just find what it is that you're looking for. Should you go out and search for it, go on that quest, right? Because ultimately, Emperor, you are in charge. All right. But some great energies coming in here. Some very interesting synchronicities coming in here for you guys. Okay. So pay attention to those numbers. And remember, we've also got a nice series of progression that is coming in here. Forward momentum for you. Okay. Really lining you up for something magical, something wonderful. Keep an open heart, keep an open mind, and you just never know what you might find. I'm going to leave all that there for you, Pisces. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I truly appreciate it. And also subscribe if you haven't already. But I thank you for watching. Have a fantastic June, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.